Okay, team, it's green-fingered hell time. Haven't been here for a while, have we? Because of Cornwall, and Nanny Di hasn't been here, and Nanny Di's here today. Say hello.
Hello, hello everyone.
Green-fingered hell.
Green-fingered hell's here.
Nanny Di was making an interesting. Oh, we haven't seen this footage yet, and I haven't quite got it from Maddie's phone. But
yeah, while you were in Cornwall.
what happened? Yeah, while we were away.
These three things came together.
Which I ordered.
Which you'd ordered and which were looking a bit sad. One so sad that I didn't think it was going to survive, which I think was that one. So obviously, they look great. So they've been watered, and I left them like that in case Mark wanted to put them in when I left.
Yeah.
That is a different beast completely. Where did that come from?
That's a hibiscus.
Another hibiscus?
It's a big hibiscus. It's supposed to like have a floral kind of bulb to it.
I think it's so sweet the way you get these things that you absolutely love and you eat and based on nothing.
No, based on totally everything. Nadia wanted two taller things in pots there.
Okay.
But unfortunately, we thought that they were items of curtain equipment. If you're watching our vlog, you've probably seen Curtain Gate. We thought they were curtain poles.
I see.
And so they sat in a box and they kind of became very unwell.
They became curtain poles in effect.
In effect, they did. And likewise with this one here, which is just needs to be put in a pot.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are two jobs. Can I just say something? What is going on with our tulips?
No.
They don't look. I mean, look at that one. It's taller than a tree.
Can I just say that by a complete random occurrence, because I have the Radio 4 on at night when I can't sleep, and last night in Farming Today or something, they were talking to farmers who are
growing them to sell.
Growing tulips.
Right.
And this woman said, at some point in the programme, I woke up with my eyes like this wide, said, the longer stemmed the tulip is, the finer it is. The longest, it is a sign of fineness in tulips.
Well, it might be a sign of fineness, but that one's as tall as me.
Well, it is very tall.
What do you think, Subs? Should we have planted them more deeply?
Also, my thing to Mark was, I know when I did this one here, for example, it wasn't that I thought tulips should go even into a pot. I don't think in my day I ever had them in pots. I just had them in the garden, but we needed something to go into that pot, and the tulips were all mouldering.
We're now paying the price of just shoving things in pots.
Yeah, which we definitely were towards
Look,
the end.
Look, you've got daffodil hell. What are these? They look like lettuces.
Well, they're the same as those, aren't they?
That's a lot of green leaf for a very little flower.
Funny you should say that, because that's
All
exactly
leaf
what
and no flower.
Well, that's why. Subs, do you know if this is an evening primrose? It's a type of primrose. The reason I'm saying that is I know evening primroses are well known for having no flower and masses of leaves.
Leaf.
Masses of leaves.
There's another little bitty one there.
I know, they're so sweet.
See, here's my suggestion.
There's the poppy still doing her poppy thing.
That poppy has been in the process of coming for almost a year.
Mark!
What? Oh,
That is
looks like
actually...
a bollock.
Well, it looks important, and it probably... excuse me, and it probably is.
Oh my God, just the one?
Just the one.
Just the one? Yeah, I think that's going to be blue.
No, it's not.
I think it's very special.
No,
that
it's
one.
not.
But look,
That's a special...
Subs. Let's just check out how long my tulip is. How big is my tulip? How big is my tulip? I'm going to come down here, look.
I think this might be the sign
Look
of a
at
good
this.
tulip is...
Just for a minute, let's just...
None of them have dropped their leaves. That's extraordinary.
So we've got a bollock-looking poppy, and none of the tulips have dropped. There's a theme running here.
Exactly.
Balls. Look, this tulip is seriously long. It's like the kind of tulip that Mick Jagger would sing into with his lips just singing.
Look,
What?
these ones.
They look like something out of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
They actually do.
What's this? What's this? This flower? Oh, it's a little rose bush. It's a little rose bush. It's a beautiful, beautiful little rose bush.
Yeah, but Mark,
But look, what are those over there? Lots of green leaves and not very many flowers.
That's a camellia.
Look at this, what's happening here. It's so exciting. I'm not showing you though.
It's a camellia.
You hate camellias.
I do, and it's the wrong time completely for a camellia.
Why do you hate camellias so much?
Because look at that. I point Subs to that pink thing.
Yeah, but it was
over there.
beautiful.
For 5 minutes.
Oh my God. Mum, the blossom trees are only 5 minutes. What is it with you and Nadia and 5 minutes, for God's sake? What's that? Is that a rose or is that a bramble?
It's a rose, but it's what they call a
A wild rose is lovely. I just want to do, this is kind of like, Nadia's always banging on about mindfulness, but check this out, guys. This is a new thing that one should always do. Whoa. Oh, it's so soft and fragrant. Oh, it's fragrant. Oh, it's so fairy. It's so nice in here. Oh,
Can I just
my
show the
legs!
subs?
I've been.
Just show the subs.
No, you can't. And go.
Do you remember I said that I thought that might be a Philadelphia?
Yes, yes.
Mock orange. Can you see what I can see coming?
Mock orange.
And if they come out and they're white and they smell delightful, then we're on a winner.
Can I say something to you? They will, they are, and they're going to.
Well, there we go.
That's what happened last year. Do you not remember? Or has the Alzheimer's kicked in?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember much these days,
I
do you?
did. What I did last when I was here was cut a lot of that off.
I thought you had. Good woman, good mother. Good, strange single parent from the 70s.
And I brushed the path, look.
I thought someone had...
Well, of course I did. It wasn't just like that on its own.
I thought someone had done that. I thought it was our little sort of impish
Helper.
Stephen.
It was me.
Come and check this out. You criticise these. It's the only thing that's given
No.
us... Right, can I just say
I take
something?
all my criticism back.
Oh, you do?
Well, look at it. It's the only thing that's going...
Yeah, and not just that. It's the only thing that's all colour, no freaking leaves.
No, I absolutely agree with that.
Stephen came out the other day and said he nearly chopped his finger off with one of these.
Yeah, I
Did you?
did. I redid them both.
You did?
You can tell,
I
can't
love
you?
them.
You have to be so careful.
Yeah.
And this, I think I did as well.
Oh, look, yeah.
I certainly watered it.
Let's
What
go
else?
down to...
Hold on one second. There might be one.
Downtown. Look at the
Look,
camellia.
your peonies, your peonies.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let's come down here. Look at the peonies, subs. Look, these are going to be... Oh, look!
What?
Yeah, tops.
What? Is
Look,
that
there's a
bird?
bud.
Are
There's
you
a
sure
bud.
it's not a dead beetle?
There's a bud.
Good God.
So, I have to confess, it looks like something's come in here. Oh, and it has. Look, they have. They've pulled up, yeah.
It's the bloody squirrels.
I don't know if it is. You know what? I've got a horrible feeling I think it is. I think it's fucking Chi-Chi.
No.
I've seen her down here. Mom, can I just ask a question? Why did you put this here with all this
I knew you were
space?
going to ask that. And do you know what I was going
Say?
to reach that question before you asked it, which I was going to while you were away, I was going to move that into the centre because you can move
really annoying.
potatoes. Why do you think, Mark?
I
Why
don't
would
know.
There were two in there.
Oh, but the other one's dead.
One's died.
Well, we've lost...
Oh, it's lost its.
Yeah, that was
bud.
it. There's another bud. Oh, no, it's gone.
No, once they.
This
bud,
needs
they
to
bud.
be spiked. This needs to be caned. Doesn't it? Or and cut.
Yeah.
I have to say, Nadia's right. Those are looking pretty... When are they going to get going?
Are those the allium?
Yeah.
Round the corner, the local school's got allium, and they look incredible. They're all out
more
at the
progressed
moment.
than that.
Maybe. Well, yeah, no, they're actually out. But
There's supposed to be all sorts of things down here, but nothing's coming through.
But when you said an ash, what were you referring to?
Oh, there's just all these things. We have to de-weed all these. These are all trees.
Okay.
They've all been saying we need to get you one of those little gardening chairs.
Yes.
So we'll get one of those today where you sit down.
Yes.
Like you see old women using in
I think
galleries.
You did get me one once when I was
you?
working here before.
Okay, I feel a bit stressed.
Why?
We need something else in that box there. It looks really weird, Mum. We need to cane up this rose bush. Where are all the things like secateurs? Everything, the order has gone.
We need some new secretaries.
We don't, we've got 4.
Yeah, none of them are good.
I've spent so much money on them.
Get some. That's why I want to come with you.
Here's one.
None of them are any good.
So, and then over here. Yeah, you see, we did it 2 weeks ago, didn't we? And then you leave it, and then suddenly all the green weedery stuff comes back again.
Oh, of course, especially if there's any. Yeah. Did you notice those peonies right round by the dogs love it when we're out here, don't they?
Look, have you noticed?
Whoa, that is
I haven't
so
done it all.
cool.
I've got to do the rest of it, but it's a bit wet at the minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's great. It's so
Great,
great when
isn't
it's
it?
done. I mean, look at that for fighting back.
Oh my God, that's only just come up from us killing it.
Yes,
Look, subs. It's like a horror
that's the
film.
level of bramble we're dealing with, subs. That's the level of
But I'm surprised
Bramble.
it hasn't come up. I thought it was going to
No.
come up more than I thought it was going to. So
thought I nearly
we're in a
fell over there.
situation where we could start to plant stuff in this. It's quite rich soil.
It's a good soil. Can you see those peonies there next
Yes.
to the all-purpose? They're
Yes.
in a really strange position there, don't you think? Because we come down the stairs and walk straight into them. Does that matter?
You could say that about any part of a garden.
No, but peonies in particular. There's
Peonies
those
over there?
peonies. I don't know what's going to happen with the peonies, subs.
Well,
Maybe
they're
you
gonna
know
flower,
more.
aren't
Well, hopefully they are, but they are flowering at the moment in real life. So I'm wondering if we've missed the boat in this year in terms of them flowering.
The ours will just come out later.
Hopefully they will. And certainly we've got brilliant signs of growth and that they're not dying, are they?
So basically, in terms of jobs, basically the reason I keep hesitating in ordering the soil that I need to order.
Hesitate.
Oh, hesitate. Well, yeah, but if I hesitate too much longer, the season will be over.
Yeah, no, but Mark,
It's May. You may have noticed I've decided this year that I'm not growing vegetables. I'm just too busy.
With
It's
flowers.
too stressful, and I want to get the structural sense of the garden right first. Do you know what
Very
I'm saying? It is very
sensible.
sensible. I want by this time next year, I want all our beds to be fully populated with new shrubs. You know, shrubs that are going to come out, trees. I want that bed clear. I want this bed clear. So we're going to clear this bed.
Yeah.
This is a priority for us, but so too is your little bed around the corner.
Yeah.
But so too is that there. I want to use the chainsaw and take that down. We've got
Take
a bed
it down.
1, 2, 3, and guess what I'm going to do behind you? I'm going to create a little bed there too.
Yeah, blimey, love.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
You can see that it would work. I mean,
Well, no, yeah, I mean, so you stand there, I'm going to mark out, I think, where all the green is here.
Yeah.
See where there's a sort of pathway?
yeah.
Turn this into a bed.
Yeah.
And we could, and it will create a little sort of alleyway down the other side.
Yeah,
Isn't it a beautiful thought?
It is.
Am I clever?
I mean, do you know what would be wonderful, but it's far too ambitious.
Say it.
These
Say it, give us it, hit us.
These stately homes where people go to and they've got a flat bit of ground like that.
Yes.
Show the subs.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They do what they call the knot gardens.
What's a knot garden?
It's a knot garden where they put things into sort of bows round the edge and then they put vegetables in the middle. I'm not thinking of now because you're not doing vegetables now.
Vegetables?
Well, they mix vegetables and border
Can't
plants.
see it. I'm excited. I want to
No,
do something that's too
I can
ambitious.
tell
I
that.
desperately want to do something that's
Just-
too ambitious, but I don't understand what you're talking about.
I've just done it down myself.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
What is it
again.
called? A knot garden?
Knot, as in K-N-O-T.
Oh, not as in not
Knot.
mustn't be done, not.
No, and you use something as the hedging, like a box or privet or
You know what you could use?
what?
I've forgotten. I
Don't
was
say
growing
laurel.
it last year. No.
Oh.
What's that strange? Hyssop.
Only you know about hyssop.
I am actually, I think, a bit of a hyssop expert.
Well, I think you're the only hyssop expert.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as hyssop?
Yeah, you can have hyssop tea.
It's a herb.
Well, yes.
Do you want
and
to show the subs our herbs? No.
What? Do you want to? This is a shocker.
This is a
Do you want to be shocked? Do you want to be shocked to your core? I thank God I didn't even give Nadia this box. Stephen brought it in yesterday. And I'm going to name and shame this company too.
Yeah, do
because
it.
I think there's an outrageous, what's it called? Black market going on
Yeah,
here
with-
of selling shit to gardeners,
Yeah.
amateur gardeners online. And when it gets here, it's shit. So here we go. Sarah Raven, your pots were shit. And now we've got Backer. Your herbs are not only shit, they're dead.
dead shit.
They're dead. They're dead shit. And I've...
Dead shit. You're not going to believe. Oh, you're not going to believe this, subs.
I
Honestly.
think I've trodden in some dead shit. I've got dead shit on my shoe.
Go and show them.
Mum, I've got dead shit on
Oh,
my
you
shoe.
haven't, you stupid boy.
Oh, there we go. Right,
This is unbelievable.
this
subs,
is
'cause I didn't-
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, check this out. This is how they arrived yesterday. Show us the best one.
I'll show you the best one, which is that one.
Yeah, so that
You tell me what the hell
that's a
is.
mint. I ordered a mint, but it looks...
It's pretty impossible to kill mint and somehow. But
Yeah.
look at this, subs.
Oh my God, I can't believe these. Rosemary.
And you promised me that they hadn't been left for weeks and weeks
the
and weeks.
box arrived yesterday.
That is, whoever you are,
Backer.
Backer.
Backer.com.
That is
outrageous. I've sent you photos,
Very
sold
outrageous.
it. It's absolutely...
What's that?
That's a rose that survived, but look, it's obviously what's happened is they've boxed... Look,
can't kill her.
there's a savoury down there as well. Now, what's happened here? I think... excuse the Chelsea cupboard, that is being resolved in the vlog. I think... Because I got an email from Backer saying your package will be with you about
okay.
2 days ago.
Okay.
So this hasn't been waiting in a local depot.
No.
But what's been happened here, as Stephen said, it's quite clear that has sat in a box for ages and it's grown in an albino-like fashion due to a lack of light. See how it's got that sort of
Yeah,
light
I mean,
green
look
colour?
look at the...
Look how dry it is.
Yeah.
So these have been boxed up and left somewhere and then brought to us just shambolic. And I'm waiting for 3 trees from them, which they're probably going to be dead.
Yes, and you know what? Somebody was doing a programme about this on something
Were they?
that I watched, and they were aligning it to puppies. You know,
Really?
puppies who are just not looked after, who are just all boxed and left and then sent out to people who don't know any better. Because that's the trouble, is they're to gardeners who don't really
Well, and
know.
also they can also say, and I bet you will, Backer.com.
Careful.
I bet they'll also say, Oh, well, yes, they were just putting the, you get them as you get them. I'm sure they'll still
They will
survive.
say that. They will say that.
No, well, guess what? We're going to only use local green
And
gardens,
also, Becky,
garden
if you do
centres.
say that, look at these herbs.
Yeah, let's have a proper
You
look.
cannot do that with herbs unless you... I mean, they are dead herbs. Talk about the parrot sketch from Monty Python.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I'd have to cut them right back to nothing in order to rescue them. Do you think they're rescuable?
I actually don't even know that. But Stephen said, and he's right.
Stephen is the chap who's doing our utility room.
Yeah, and I should have said this in the past. Is to get your stuff from garden centres.
Slightly more expensive from garden centres, but this is why.
But it's alive.
Well, precisely. Look at that.
Yeah.
Online gardening ordering is a sham.
God, oh my God.
Horrified. So these need to go somewhere, Mum. These are Kim Santana roses, whether there's thorns or not. Now, I'll tell you what the idea with those is.
Yeah.
Is to put in the horse trough over here some soil. Look, Subs, look.
Oh.
Sweet peas. I'll have to trellis them up, won't I?
Yes. I mean,
But I'm thinking we fill this with soil and we put one of those roses in it
yes.
and just
yes.
wait.
Well, how would you feel about us moving that rose to there?
Oh, I'm putting one of those there.
Well,
Well, what is that rose?
this one that we, you see,
Yeah.
you know the one that you say.
That's an interesting thought. I'm not.
Well, the reason I'm saying it is that if we just stand it up, it's going to look
yeah,
dreadful.
Yeah, it needs to grow up against something.
It's not a rose that it's of the genre.
It's not a
genus.
rose by any other name.
It's not. I can't remember the name of the genus, but it's not particularly a special rose. But I
No.
think it might be quite hardy, and so in that sense, maybe it would be better to put it there. It's
We
just
want
going.
a special rose against the house.
Well, no, put it there to just start off, and then you could put these two either side.
But those are designed to climb, so we'll have the same problem with them in there. I just don't think that's a good place for roses.
There.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is either. Now, what is going on with
They're covered
these?
carnations, aren't they?
I need to cut that. You won't let me, will you?
I'm gonna cut the flower hasn't flowered.
Because when I cut it, another one will come. What's wrong with you?
You did this last year and none came. It's so bizarre.
They're only there like that because I've
That's
rescued them
the
about
flower.
Yes.
That's what you're waiting for.
and
That's
then-
the point of it.
Yes, and then when you take that off, another one will come.
But you need to have... Yeah, but then you'll say the same with the next one before it's come. Then you never get a flower.
We're not getting anything with these subs. Tell us what we're doing wrong with these.
You're cutting
to
their
it
heads
again.
off too soon.
I'm not, because you
That's
won't
what's
let
wrong.
me.
No, I bloody well won't. This clematis is firing up, isn't it?
There's lots of the
But
clematis.
there's a lot of life over here.
Yeah, look, I
Yeah, he's
the
kind of
beetle haircut.
bushy, isn't he? I still wish these shambolic things would bugger off.
No, they're coming. Look at the
What's happened
buds.
to this?
Look at the buds.
It's fucking pathetic. What is it?
It's a camellia.
You're killing the camellias on
No,
purpose.
I'm
Don't do
not.
it. You are. You give,
I've always had a thing against camellias,
well,
and
you
now
can tell
wherever
you're-
I am, they're dying.
you're treating them with neglect.
I'm not, subs. I
You
would
are.
never
Look
treat
at
a
the
plant.
pathetic thing. Oh look, that's coming back.
This is the lavender, or whatever it is. What is
That's
it?
that thing that you had last year.
Yeah, isn't it good?
That's great. I love the way you've kind of bedded it in. Just stuck it in. You just see its old pot.
What do you mean?
Look at these. What are these ones?
Clematis.
I know which one is it. Is
Alba.
that Montana?
Alba. Alba means white. I'm in Montana, yeah.
Look, a hibiscus. What
It's
is a
got a
hibiscus?
thing about
Yeah, what
hibiscus.
is a hibiscus?
Is it anything that starts with
Is
H?
that-
Hyssop and hibiscus.
Is a hibiscus?
Hibiscus, hyssop. Hyssop, hibiscus. What's going on, subs? You
So
tell
is a
me.
hibiscus the same family as the is that an azalea?
I don't know anything about hibiscus. I don't think so. Look at the leaves.
What is a hibiscus? I got it because I think it was supposed to be pretty, but that's small.
I looked that up when I got home. It was one of the few occasions I did, and it said on how to grow it, because I
Yeah.
knew you'd just got it, and it said it's so simple it didn't even have to tell me, and then nothing happened.
Yeah,
with
nothing,
it.
but it didn't even do this last.
No,
No,
it
it did. It did this last year, and then they just disappeared.
Are you sure it's a...
Yes. The begonias. What's going on over here?
Well,
Oh, they're
Yes.
coming through.
they are.
Oh my God.
And I thought Mark won't have the heart to... yeah, 1, 2, 3 of them have come
Yeah, well,
through.
they'll
4.
They'll all come through.
Look at these gorgeous things, subs.
So that's the.
This is the passion flower.
Yeah.
Now, I
Look, that's
watered
pretty.
it like mad when I was here because it did look as if it was dying, Mark, didn't
Yeah.
it? To be honest.
Do you remember subs from last year? We didn't have anything growing through anything back
The
then.
passion flower has really come on leaps and bounds. I mean, I know they're supposed to be hard to kill, but
What's going on with this? Is going everywhere, but where it
that
should.
is a honeysuckle. That will go mad.
Well, it's not going up.
Isn't it? It will, if we make it. I mean, I made a couple of those.
Yeah, make that one.
Yeah.
Go on, tell it. Go on. Say it now. Go up there.
Get a stick and
Yeah.
go, get up.
Get up there. So can I just say, I think we should pat ourselves on the back for this little thing here.
I do.
I think it's doing all right. I think the one thing
I
we've got
think
to...
you should pat me more on the back than you.
Absolutely not. You want to cut everything off, and then you want to keep going on about how they're all going to die. Here's the
So
thing.
you ought to be patted on the back.
Yes, you should. Both pat. You patted on the back. But look, it's pretty, and the concept, I think, of growing different sort of fence-growing pretty things is
Fantastic.
it could work here.
Not only could work, I should think Chelsea will be beating a path to
The
our door.
only thing we need to be mindful of with all of these is making sure that we get and change them over to large enough pots when they... See, I wonder, here's a thought, maybe this rose should go over there. Do you know what I mean? Because that's going to need a bigger pot than that. And is it going to be a bit odd having a rose in amongst clematis and passion fruit?
No, it's not. But nothing would need a bigger pot than that, love. That's about as big a pot as she can get. That one.
Yeah, but that horse.
But this
horse
one,
trough is
I'm
bigger.
waiting for. Isn't this the one that showed signs of?
It did. Hasn't got it at the moment.
It hasn't, but
Didn't realise you could just cut black spot off.
well, you can't.
Oh, right.
But that's why I'm waiting for it to show up again.
Okay. I'm kind of pleased that that's not going rife because it's setting its seeds, and I'm hoping that that might just do something
It
on
will
that side
eventually.
there.
It will
Of course, unfortunately, because it's sun favouring, it'll be on the other side rather than our side.
I think all of these will be on the other
Oh,
side.
you're right. They're all going to be
They're all
yearning
going
to
to be on the other side.
Oh.
Well, never mind.
So we're creating a nice garden for next door.
For next door, yeah, exactly.
So this is a bit shambolic. Do you know what I'd quite like to do with these clematis trees? Is I'd like us to, rather than feeling like we have to get the whole bed ready before we
Yes,
start putting
yes.
stuff in it, why don't we sort of almost partition it down and think, right, here's a little square area that we want
Okay.
to till, soil,
Okay.
enrich.
Okay.
We could then put a bag of compost in it.
Yes.
And then we can just plant 2 or 3 things in one place.
Okay,
And then we
okay.
could, and
It's
then that
certainly
way
more doable,
it's more
yeah.
manageable. And then you can just be thinking each if you were ever here on your own without us, you
Yeah.
could think, all right, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
No, I agree. I mean, although it looks as if most of the work is done, it isn't in
No,
terms of getting
no,
stuff out.
no.
And I mean, the size of that bramble, you can see.
And
how-
I've also got the enormous pressure of sorting the beds in the front garden, which is a bloody nightmare. Yeah. That's a good update for now.
Yeah,
So what were you going to tell me about? Nadia's?
Oh no, just this thing.
Oh,
here.
yes.
I
Hang on,
went-
let's come down. So this, do you remember when we were at the garden centre recently, we were talking about that sleight of hand, how can we remove... Nadia is well attached to this. Do you ever remember that programme on BBC Two called The Adventure Game? And there used to be a yucca plant and they talk to her and it go... Very odd.
Oh.
Like a precursor of the Big Brother and the Crystal Maze.
I don't
It's just
know
covered
whether-
in bird shit.
I don't know whether this is laurel or rhododendron. It's got those leaves.
Doesn't
It could
flower.
be either. Are you sure it doesn't? Oh, it doesn't flower. Then
Absolutely.
it's laurel.
Yeah.
So what they'd done at this place that I went to, Subs, where they'd got, I didn't go for the gardens, but they've got very nice gardens,
Yeah.
very manicured gardens. They'd got laurel interspersed with all their other beautiful exotic things, but what they'd done with them, and you would have to have a proper saw mark to do
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
it wouldn't just
chainsaw.
be with it. They'd sort of done them into upright shapes so that they look
Ah.
like, what would you call that type of shape?
Cone.
Cones.
Like
cone shapes.
conical.
And they look gorgeous.
Oh.
And they fitted in with everything else.
Did
Now,
they?
whether we could do that, we certainly do that as a first.
Yes.
But it means you putting on all the gear, doesn't it?
I know, all the gear, just no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it is a possibility if,
It is.
um,
So many jobs.
I know, come on.
So
I need
many
a cup of
jobs.
tea.
I feel exhausted. Yeah, can we ever go and put the kettle on, Mum?
Yeah, okay.
Did you have your coffee?
I did.
I'm going to have a little moment with the subs.
Okay.
If I'm honest, I get really excited and then I really want to do everything. And then I struggle with breaking it all down into bite-sizable chunks. Because actually, every bite-sizable chunk, you could choke on it, gag on it, and vomit all over the garden with it because it's such a big bite size. You know, from the bed over there to just this bush, which this bush is a simple cut it down. But it's not a simple cut it down when it comes to Nadia. Nadia, if I cut that down, she'll cut my bollocks off. You know, I have future plans for things like, I can see the Dingley Dell bed over there. Now, a lot of people, and let me set the record straight here, will be screaming and for some reason will comment, get a gardener in. The point of this vlog, if we got a gardener in, there'd be no vlog, because the gardener would have done it. So the reason we're going on this journey with you, we want you to come on a comedic, frustrating, empowering, hopefully sometimes inspiring journey as we educate ourselves in the process of improving our garden. That's the point of it, not getting someone in. So that's that. Right down to little things. I want to fill the bird feeders up. I want to put my lovely Star Wars bird nest up. You know, I thought those alliums were going to be, I thought, for example, we'd planted everything here and I thought, that's it, it's sorted. We've got peonies, we've got tulips. I mean, the tulips haven't come, but they did go in late. Let's not forget, we put them in there as a suggestion from you subs of they ain't going to grow in a bag. So maybe that just stays like that, but we have to de-weed that. I put a load of, I think, irises in over there, I think. Where? Over there. Over there. Nothing's come through, nothing come through there. Oh, I've got a rose bush that doesn't really know where it's going. Can you see that? So that's all of that. Then we've got all of the pots on the patio where the tulips, which was a good idea by my mum. It was a good idea to get some colour in there, but now the colour's gone. It's like, what the bloody hell do we do? So one of the things I've seen online is that we should pull up the tulip bulbs and the daffodil bulbs, deadhead them, don't take the greenery off them, and then plant just those bulbs in a part of the garden that they can sort of take root and potentially grow again, and you could pull them up again next year and plant them there. Apparently it puts a lot more goodness back into the bulb if the greenery is allowed to die away naturally. What's the problem with that? We haven't actually got a bed with enough. If there's a bed with space to put old tulip and daffodil bulbs in, then we've got a bed to put new things in. Do you get me? This leads me to one thought. I'd like to have a fizzy drink. I'd like to eat a baguette, but I can't because I'm on this bloody Joe Wicks programme.